My name is Lawrence Ham. I'm chairman of the People's Organization for Progress. And I'm here today because today is the actual birthday of Dr. Martin Luther King, January 15th. And we've come here for the annual Martin Luther King March that the People's Organization has every year. And the theme of this year's march is voting rights. So this was the Martin Luther King March for Voting Rights and Racial Justice. And we're marching today to draw attention to the need for the U.S. Senate to pass voting rights legislation, including the Freedom to Vote Act, the For the People Act, and the John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act. Newark was a hub of the Black Power movement because Newark has a history that goes back to the beginning of the 20th century of a struggle for political empowerment for Black people. And so I grew up in that generation that was heavily influenced by the Black Power movement, particularly those of us that were here in the city at the time of the rebellion in 1967. So when I was younger, I was very much inspired by Malcolm X. And I still am inspired by Malcolm X. But when I was much younger, I kind of leaned more toward Malcolm and less toward Dr. King. And a lot of it had to do with the fact that I really didn't know much about the civil rights movement. But later on, not a whole lot later on, but by the time I went to college, which was Princeton University for me, I had a chance to study the civil rights movement, and I had a chance to read all of the major books that Dr. King wrote, the 6 books that he is the author of, because he was the leader of the movement. He was assassinated, but there were many people that were killed during the civil rights movement, and they too deserve to be recognized for their sacrifice and for their contribution.